Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. A lot of you guys have been asking me where to buy replacement parts to fix your hoverboard. I know some of you guys just want replacement batteries because you're concerned about your battery being a fire hazard. You want a better quality battery. And I know a lot of you guys have been talking about adding a second battery to your hoverboard to extend the battery life. I personally haven't done that as of yet. All the boards I have laying around right now have a motherboard in them, which kind of prohibits you from adding the second battery. However, if you have a board where the motherboard and the gyroscope are both the same part, you typically have an empty space where an additional battery could go. So if anyone has done that hack or done that fix, I'd love it if you could provide me with a video to share on my channel because I've been getting a lot of inquiries about that. So the website here is hoverboardscooterparts.com. I will say right off the bat that parts are going to be a lot cheaper on AliExpress. I know when your hoverboard breaks, you want to get it fixed and up and riding right away. So a lot of people aren't patient enough to wait the 10 days or 2 weeks or 3 weeks that it takes for something to arrive from AliExpress. However, I will say AliExpress stuff tends to the parts tend to arrive a lot quicker than the boards. I think it's less hangups in customs. It can come from a China e-packet instead of like China air cargo mail. So I've actually gotten some of these as quickly as 8 or 9 days, which is pretty quick. But for those of you guys who aren't willing to wait for it to arrive, um, there are a couple US companies who are selling hoverboard parts. A lot of them don't have a consistent stock. There's been 3 or 4 other hoverboard sites where they have an awesome selection of parts and you can tell they're quality parts, but they're never in stock. There's one particular company, I think it's Hoverboard World or something like that. I've contacted them 6 or 7 times inquiring about parts and they still haven't bothered to get back to me. So it seems like I don't know if these companies are drop shipping or if they don't have supply or just poor customer service. But finding parts for me as a repair guy has been a huge headache. So this company, Hoverboard Scooter Parts, they've sponsored a couple of my videos already. I've ordered some gyroscopes from them. I've gotten a couple nipples from them, and a couple, what do you want to call them? Replacement chargers. I've ordered for a couple buddies of mine. So here's the website. We'll look at their catalog real quick here. I'll tell you guys the pricing is reasonable, but again, it's going to be higher than AliExpress. On AliExpress, actually, let me just pull up AliExpress.com. Hoverboard parts. Now on AliExpress here, we can get an entire hoverboard parts kit for $47. And this is going to include 2 gyroscopes, a motherboard, a Bluetooth board, a Bluetooth speaker, a charging port and a power cable, LED lights, and power indicators. So as you can see, I mean, that's only $47 here. Here you're going to pay $60 just for a gyroscope. But that pricing kind of is in line with what eBay, Amazon, and all the hoverboard websites are selling. And one thing I will say is these guys do have the parts in stock. They do respond to inquiries and emails, phone calls, whatever, and they ship same day as long as you order before, I think it's 4 or 5 in the evening. So hoverboard chargers, these are $50. They're kind of steep. Like I said, I've gotten a couple of these. They gave me a little bit of a discount on them, but they are quality chargers. They have fans and cutoffs in them, so that's solid. Hoverboard charging ports, this is probably one of the most common parts to go bad. And I won't even say that the part goes bad. What happens, in my experience, or what I've seen from boards I've repaired, people have their board plugged into the charger, and I think they walk by and kick the cord, and it basically winds up jamming the charger into the charging port, and you wind up having to replace it because it gets jammed in there. Gyroscopes are $60, a little bit steep. I think if you do a set, I think they knock it down to 50. I hadn't seen hoverboards on the site before. They do have hoverboards. This L Scooter. I've actually done a review of one of these. This is a pretty good quality brand. They got a couple hoverboards here. Motherboards are $99. Again, a little bit high price, but I mean they got solid quality parts. Power button 25. That's kind of in line with what everyone's doing. Replacement foot pedals. I believe these come with the pressure pads underneath. Frame price is a little bit high. Nipples are pretty reasonable. I think they're going for about 18 or 19 bucks on eBay. But like I said, if you're looking for parts for your hoverboard, my first recommendation would be to go to AliExpress, and I will link below to where you can pick up this parts kit. It's only $47. But if you're not patient enough to wait, or if you got kids and they're not patient enough to wait, this is probably by far the best site that I found. like I said, there's 3 or 4 other sites selling parts. I've seen like wheel motors going for $150 or more on some other sites. I've seen gyroscopes going for as much as $99. So I mean, this is higher price, but it's definitely reasonable and kind of in line with what others are charging. But my biggest thing, this is the only company that's actually responded to emails and phone calls when I've had questions or wanted to place orders. And a lot of the other sites are constantly out of stock of everything. So, oh, I forgot they got another page. Okay, so they got wheel motors 150. That's kind of the going rate in the U.S. And looks like they're sold out of shells. But this has been the one company that's actually had parts that I've been looking for and has actually responded to my inquiries. So, yeah, I just want to make a quick video for anyone who's not patient enough to wait for the best deal, which is AliExpress parts. Here is probably the next best place if you want to order from the U.S. So, feel free to check it out. It's hoverboardscooterparts.com. Again, in the description box below, I will link to the entire parts kit on AliExpress, as well as to this site for you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. If you're wondering how to do a repair, do a search on my channel. I show how to do most repairs. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Check back for more videos, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.